Right now, I'll show you the sunset once again from our sky cam out at the Reserve Golf Course in Washington County. Just a great look as the sun goes down and not a cloud in the sky. It is clear in Portland right now, 68 degrees, very pleasant, winds out of the northwest at 10. So Laurel mentioned this earlier, just another beautiful and really pleasant summer night. We'll be heading into the 50s by morning. Topped out at 83 today. The average for this date is 84, so we were right there. 85 in Troutdale, 79 in Kelso, never made the 80s there. Made the 90s in Medford, 90s scattered across eastern Oregon as well, with Rome and Malheur County at 96, the hot spot. So there's an area of low pressure off the coast here. It's not strong enough to really bring us any rain, but what it's doing is bringing us southwesterly winds, and that in turn is helping to maintain the onshore flow of that cool air from the coast into the western valleys, keeping us from getting too hot. Now, there are fires burning, as you know, in southwest Oregon and east of the Cascades. We're getting some really thin tendrils of smoke. I don't even want to call it a layer because it's not a layer, but I could see it at sunset to the east. So occasionally we're going to see that, but I don't think we're going to get smoky over the weekend as this pattern maintains itself and continues our really, really great weather. You know where the dog days are happening? Out of the western Pacific and in Asia. It's been super hot. They're coming off a massive heat wave in China there. This will help spell the heat wave with some rain. This is a developing tropical storm named, as you can see here, Kanoon, and that's going to head right towards Okinawa. And the reason that's significant is because there's big military presence, U.S. military presence there on the island of Okinawa. And it's going to go very close, if not directly over Okinawa, and then head towards Shanghai. Won't be the strongest typhoon, 80, 100-mile-an-hour winds, but still a force to be reckoned with late this weekend and into next week. Now, one of the reasons this is such a strong storm is there's really warm water, as there usually is, out on the western tropical Pacific. 80 to 90 degree water in hurricanes. Love that, right? But you know where else the water is really warm? Well, lots of places around the globe, but it's warming up in the central and eastern Pacific. That is an indication of a developing El Nino, which we fully expect to be underway this fall and into the winter. And it may be a strong El Nino. And there's some researchers at NOAA saying, hey, our El Ninos and La Ninas have actually been getting stronger since about 1960. They looked at the 60 years prior to that, then the 60 years since then, and notice the spikes. Those are the stronger El Ninos are getting higher. Same with the La Ninas getting lower here, indicating that the swing between the El Ninos and the La Ninas, they're just getting more extreme. That leads to more extreme weather that we get with these two climate features. So interesting research developing on that. Here's a way to sum it up with a cartoon, again, from the folks at NOAA. Natural swings, yeah, kind of like that. But when it's pushed by climate change, they are more extreme, and you get bigger swings in the El Ninos and the La Ninas. All right, for the weekend, though, we don't have to worry about that. Mild through the weekend, more great weather. We get a warming trend next week, but nothing too hot. If anything, I think Wednesday night we're going to get a disturbance coming out of the south that may spark some thunderstorms over Oregon, so we'll be watching that very carefully next week. That will also induce some cooler air to come on in after a couple of warm days. Then it may warm up again next weekend, but I don't see any signs of extreme heat setting in the northwest and hanging around for any length of time. 68 right now, freezing level 13,600 feet. So a beautiful weekend, some low clouds at the coast in the morning and then becoming sunny. And we may have some patchy low clouds in the valley again tomorrow morning like we did today ever so briefly. Tomorrow's high 83, then even cooler on Sunday 81. Back to 83 on Monday. Tuesday's 88. We're in the mid to upper 80s through the week and maybe 90 by a week from today. So